Gone for $22. Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Underground Examination. I'm Bailey, and we're here with the Jamie Pridgen band. So,
how you doing today?
hi. I'm hoping I'm not gonna fall.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Glad to be here.
Y'all want to do some introductions?
My name is Jamie Pridgen. I'm the owner of the band. This is the Jamie Pridgen band. On lead guitar, we got Mr. Mike Callio and Jimmy Campbell on the cajon back there. We were going to do a full band today, but our bass player couldn't show up, Kevin Harrington, and our steel guitar player couldn't come, Muskrat Reams. So we're just going to kind of wing it today.
I think we're all gonna wing it at this point today. But how did y'all as a band get started?
That's a tough question. We just kind of got together one day. I met up with this guy through a mutual friend, and he's the one that introduced me to Jimmy back here. And it just kind of happened.
So, if you had to say your music was a type of animal, what kind of animal would you say it was?
I'd probably have to say like a cocker or spaniel or something like that, like one of them little hyper dogs.
What about you?
A beaver.
A beaver?
It's got to be a wild dog. I don't know. It's got to be a wild dog. I tell you.
It'd definitely be a party animal.
Something that you don't want around little kids.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. We can tone it down like a dog. Like you get them out of themselves. They like to play and be energetic. And they're happy to see you. We're happy to see our fans. And then we also know how to tone it down when we're around kids. So
Yeah.
we ain't always playing in bars.
You do graduation parties and stuff like that,
Every once in a while.
where people can come up and be like, "Hey, can I sing this with you?"
Of course. That's actually how I met you.
I know. That's why I was saying it. All right, so y'all are going to do a song called Coming Around, right?
Right. This is one of the first songs I wrote and when I was about 16. I think I'll come around. If you guys like it.
All right.
Well, I knew that we just met. It's one thing I'll never regret. Long tan legs and cowgirl boots. She's the kind of thing that sticks to her roots. I've been looking for someone like you everything that you do. I hope that we can make this a hit, not another swing and a miss. She keeps coming around all over this town, riding with the windows down. And I'm glad that I found this girl that keeps coming around. Well, I finally got you in my truck. Most guys say it's luck. I don't want to move too fast. I just want to make this love last. She keeps coming around all over this town, riding with the windows down. And I'm glad that I found this girl that keeps coming around. Round about me and you getting close. Girl, let's just see if this thing goes. She keeps coming around all over this town, riding with the windows down. And I'm glad that I found this girl. Keeps coming around all over this town, riding with the windows down. And I'm glad that I found this girl that keeps coming around. She keeps coming around. She keeps coming around and around and around and around and around. She keeps coming around.
I really like that song, actually.
Thank you.
Okay, so how did y'all start playing the instruments that you're playing today, and what inspired you to start playing?
My granddad had a classic country band, and I started playing and singing with him when I was 2 years old. He used to hold me up to the microphone, and I'd sing like Keith Whitley and Merle Haggard and stuff like that. And then when I turned 7, he taught me the basics on guitar, and I just kind of took it from there. And I turned 18 years old. I used to work for my dad doing construction after school since I was 7, and on summer break and stuff. And when I turned 18, I was like, man, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna go find a bar to play in, and I'm gonna see how that works. And so far, it's been a really, really fun road. So.
When Guns N' Roses came out and I first heard them, that was it. It was official. I wanted to play guitar, and that's why I play Les Paul guitars, because Slash is one of my idols. It was pretty simple for me.
Yeah, mine too is kind of like, I like Cleeton's Clearwater. I liked a lot of the older time rock and roll, the Beatles, stuff like that. When I started hearing that stuff when I was younger, it kind of just put me right where I wanted to be with the instruments.
See, I've just been playing ever since.
And I'm sorry, y'all going to have to forgive me today. I got a sore throat, cold, and all that. So
It'll be all
y'all
right.
hear a lot of sniffling and coughing. I'm so sorry.
It'll be all right. So how would you describe your music?
If I describe my music, it'd just be a fun time. But we also know how to be serious at the same time. We like to have fun and have people just jumping out their seats to hear us, and then we also like to be able to make you sit back and cry in your beer at the same time. I mean, there's no other way to put it. We know how to play both sides and bring that emotion with the music too.
Yeah.
So
So where are all of you from, and how do you think it's influenced your music?
I'm from Battleboro, North Carolina, right here, right on the edge of Rocky Mount. So I definitely think that's definitely influenced my music. Just being from the South and growing up shooting BB guns and running around the farm with my little cousins and stuff, and just growing up in that atmosphere of the South and riding four-wheelers and stuff, it's definitely inspired me to play country music, of course.
Well, four-wheelers are always fun.
Yeah, I'm from Nags Head, North Carolina, so got a lot of different style music down there. You know, you got blues, you got rock, you got punk rock, metal, country. So I'm pretty well rounded in my taste in music. So I'd say, you know, where I came from definitely had an influence on what I like. Not that way, I'm not just into one thing.
Let's see if I can do this with the mic again.
Me too. I live at the beach now too, but I'm from Northern Virginia originally, and a lot of just watching all the 80s and 90s bands come up out of the Northern Virginia area. That's kind of what inspired me to do and get in right with everybody, you know, and that's how it's been ever since.
That's cool. So, how would you say, like, who would you say is your greatest influence for music? Person, like family-wise, band-wise?
My greatest influence has got to be my granddad. Like I said, he just taught me everything I know from the beginning about music, and it's just something I really appreciate, and it helps me get motivated to play, and it inspires me. So that's definitely.
Yeah. So y'all were going to do a song called "Stop Sign," right?
That's correct.
It's gonna be interesting.
A little story about the song, though. I was riding around on a back road in my hometown when I had my pickup truck. I was like 16. I just got my license, and a pretty girl, I was coming up to an intersection. A pretty girl like turned past me, and I'm looking at her, and I'm not thinking that I'm coming up on an intersection, and I had a stop sign right there in front of me, so I had to like slam on brakes, almost like ran through it, like almost died. I don't know. So that's kind of where the song came from. A thing called Stop Sign. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was something that I wasn't expecting. All the curves and turns that I was making. You ain't looking so fine, and I wonder why I put you in my path. And every time I see you, you stop me in my track just like my boots. Sliding on my floor mats, my tires have stopped me on a dime. You hit me like a stop sign. Whoa, 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 whoa. It wasn't even a week later, I saw you talking to the bartender. So I slid on over next to you. I really wanted to talk to you, so I stayed and bought you a couple drinks. And every time I see you, you stop me in my track just like my boots. They're sliding on my floor mats, and my tires have stopped me on a dime. You hit me like a stop sign. Traffic in every lane. But girl, I just want to know your name. Every time I see you, you stop me in my track just like my boots. Sliding on my floor mats, and my tires have stopped me on time. You hit me like a stop sign. There's nowhere to go. Hit me like a stop sign. Traffic coming from both ways. Hit me like a stop sign. Slamming on the brakes. Whoa, 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 whoa. You hit me like a stop sign.
That was really good.
Thank you.
So how would you, or what would you say is your favorite thing about performing And do y'all have anything that you do before you perform?
Our rituals, lots of alcohol. I'm just kidding. It's not alcohol. I had to say that for Carolina Eagle. They're sponsoring us. I'd say we have to play Tennessee whiskey as a sound check.
Yeah, y'all played that a while ago for
Yes,
us, and
we-
it sounded really good.
Thank you. That's definitely our ritual. And what was the other question? I'm so sorry.
What's your favorite thing about performing?
My favorite thing about performing, that's obviously just looking out and seeing the fans enjoy us being out there and just having them come spend a couple hours of their evening with us or their week with us. And it's a really cool experience to just look out and feel loved by everybody in the crowd.
So, if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Oh, that'd be the Grand Ole Opry. That's just a country singer's dream right there. But not only that, when I was little, I know I'm talking about my granddad a lot, but I would stay the night at their house because he would have shows on the weekends, and I'd stay there because I'd play with him. And I would always sneak into the living room late at night. He's in there eating a bowl of popcorn in his chair. And he would be watching the Grand Ole Opry on TV back before it flooded out the first time. And I would just kind of sneak in there and hide in the hallway and watch the Grand Ole Opry with him. He didn't know it, but I was always right there hiding in the hallway.
It's always fun to stay at your grandparents' house where you can get away with
Oh,
things.
yeah.
So, good, bad, or funny, what's your most favorite memory of performing on tour so far?
That's hard.
There's a lot of them. I think the coolest experience so far was opening up for Josh Turner. That was really cool for us. We did that back in February at City Limit Saloon in Raleigh, and that was just a really cool experience. We had a lot of people come up to us and I bet you 160 people just come up to us and say, we loved you guys.
Yeah.
We want to see y'all again. And
Really good crowd for sure. Awesome crowd.
And we actually did it
Yeah.
like this, 3-piece.
Yeah.
three-piece acoustic just like this without the band. And
We had like 700 people packed in that place, and the crowd had its own pulse as one. You could feel it right when you got on stage.
first song, they said we had their attention, and they say opener always comes in there and they never grasp the crowd like we did.
Yeah.
So that was a really good, big honor to do that.
So, you debuted the song Missing You Me back in 2015. What was the inspiration behind it?
I was playing at the beach, and I was dating a girl at a time, and I was about 17, 18 years old, and I was 18. I just graduated, and I've been out for a couple months and hadn't seen her in a while. So it's like, man, I kind of miss her, and just wish I was hanging out with her. It was fresh kind of love kind of deal is what the song is about, and just kind of wanting to hang out with a person that you're in love with, and want to hang out with them. So, and not being able to for a little bit. So.
All right. Trying to think, because I know the name of it. It skipped my mind at the moment, unfortunately. The next song y'all were going to sing.
Memories of You and Me.
Yeah.
This song's about my other granddad who passed away on my dad's side. He passed away 3 days before Christmas in a really tough time. And me and him used to do him and my dad used to go hunting and fishing and stuff like that. So it's kind of a memorial song about him, and hope a lot of other people can relate to it. It doesn't have to be their granddad. It could be anybody you miss. And
I think it's going to be a really good song.
Thank you. Just a few lines about their lives sure ain't long enough. I'd give anything to bring you back. I can't tell myself but no work like that. The only thing I've got from you for myself is memories of you and me. They're over all these years. Try my best not to cry, but I can't hear what I feel inside. hungry eyes, but we didn't see a thing. Didn't matter to me, 'cause I still believe that we made the best memories. Just wish we could go one more time. Memories, you and me, over all these years. Try my best not to cry, but I can't hear what I feel inside. And every time I close my eyes, well, I miss what I see. My mind goes back to the memories of you and me. Just wanna go back a few years, and I can't fight back the tears. Memories of you and me, over all these years. Try my best not to cry, but I can't help what I feel inside. And every time I close my eyes, well, I miss what I see. My mind goes back to the memories of you and me. Thing called Memories of You and Me. Rick from Green. I hope you guys love it.
That was actually a really good song. It made me think of my granddad, actually.
Thank you.
But he's still here, thankfully. He's just either at the beach or flying in a plane, unfortunately. So living, dead, past or present, who would you pick anybody in the world to perform with?
I'd have to say George Strait. He's one of my idols in country music, and he's true to his roots, and he also puts on a really good show. I'd say George Strait for me.
Name three: Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Dimebag Darrell.
I'm going to have to say definitely Led Zeppelin. Every drummer loves Led Zeppelin. A little bit of Black Sabbath, and probably, like I said, the Beatles.
So this is going to be interesting, but if you had to switch bodies with a band member for 24 hours, who would you pick and why?
None of them.
If you had to
You
pick.
seen these guys? I'm just kidding. I thought about that question, and I was going to say our bass player, Kevin, because he drives a nice car and he's close to my age. But then I thought about it a little bit longer, and I was like, this guy right here never lets me touch his drum set. And like he's like
Stepbrothers
about his drum set. And if I was him for a day, I'd beat the crap out of them drums for about 24 hours.
Stepbrothers moment.
I probably would go with that also, because he doesn't let anybody play his drums. Like, nobody. He won't even let my son play him.
I'm going to have to go with somebody who's not even here with us. I'm going to have to say Muskrat.
That's
I
a
mean,
good answer, too.
he's been around. He's seen a lot of things. Grand Ole Opry like 10 times. He played with Dolly Parton, and just
Dierks
a cool
Bentley for 2
guy.
years.
Dierks Bentley 2 years. He's just a cool guy. I'd have to switch place with him.
I'd switch places with him if he was fixing to play with Dierks Bentley.
I wouldn't want his body though. He's
I just
65.
I just wanted to go play with Dierks Bentley, and I'd be happy. I'd be happy about that one. So what's your favorite original song to perform?
That would be this next one we're about to play here in a few minutes, thing called Way Hotter Than You, just because it's really fun to play, number one, and number two, it's fun to watch the crowd just come alive when we play this song usually.
No, probably say that the same thing. That or the one we just played before, Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say the same thing too. With this one right here, Way Hotter Than You, is we're getting ready to go in the studio, and we're really looking forward to putting this song out there for everybody to hear, you know, so I hope you guys like it.
Is it because y'all get to beat on the instruments as loud as you want to?
Pretty much. It's actually, I don't know if I can say this or not. A friend of mine, I played it for him and one time, and he was like, man, that's one of them, go to hell songs. Because it's talking about your ex-girlfriend or somebody you don't really care for that stood you up or did you wrong or something like that. So it's kind of a payback song.
It's kind of like a Miranda Lambert.
Kind of like a Miranda Lambert
Kind of like a Miranda Lambert.
It's definitely not Taylor Swift. I'm not crying about it. I hope she does not hear this.
I don't know. We'll see how many people see this later. So, is there anything, I know you said you're about to go in the studio Monday. Is there anything in particular that the fans need to keep an eye out for?
We're going to be releasing this single, this next song, Way Hotter Than You, and then we're going to come out with an EP this summer. So,
I'm looking forward to that.
thank you. And we got a lot of shows, so can I promote my website? If you go to JamiePridgenMusic.com, go to that website, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and just come to one of our shows. We play about every weekend, sometimes 6-7 days a week. Like this coming up week, I'm playing 7 or 8 days in a row. So,
if you find them on Instagram, you'll see a video of them dancing around on Halloween.
I will.
Because you were talking about that when at the graduation party, you
yeah.
were talking about how you were sliding around in your socks for that one.
Yeah, I had some friends at the bar I used to work at, Gators in Rocky Mount. I was a bouncer there for 3 years, and they told me if I come as Tom Cruise from Risky Business that they would give me free alcohol all night. So I was like, I don't want to go dance around on my tidy whities all night, but
So you just posted a
if
video on Instagram of it.
if I were to drink enough, I would probably forget. So
Social media is not going to let you forget that.
see, I put it online myself before I left the house, just so like I could be the first one to get me. Like I didn't want anybody to like, haha, I got you. I wanted to do it myself first. So.
If there was anything that you could say for the say to your fans, what would it be?
Thank you for all the love and support that you guys give us, and there's always more to come. There's definitely gonna be more to come. So just stick with us, and we're gonna push through for you guys. And
alrighty. So you said this next one is Way Harder Than You.
that's correct.
And you said it's basically just like a get back at your ex, haha, I'm done kind of thing.
It's kind of like, all right, so I asked this girl to go to a concert with me one time. I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all doing it on time. To a concert with me, and she was like, no, I can't go, da-da-da-da-da. Well, I don't want to go, like, go find somebody else. So when I did find somebody else to take or go with me, she was like, oh, I want to go now. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. So it's kind of one of those songs. Kind of tells a little story in there.
Yeah.
And how they get jealous after you move off of them.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, people have a tendency to do that. So it's like, because I know my little brother, if he does something and he'll say, nobody will say yes, and he'll finally find somebody like, oh, wait, I want to go. Yeah,
Exactly.
No, nah.
That's just how it is.
Nah, you'll be okay.
Exactly.
You can go get a ticket. So, Way Harder Than You?
All right. To go to a concert with me. I've got cold beer now wearing my best jeans. And out the blue you said no with a snotty attitude. And I said that's fine with me. I'll ask another girl if she's free. And she looks way hotter than you. She's got long tan legs and her eyes are big blue. And if you ask if you can go right, I'd say no, no, wanna send you for this, 'cause the other girl just showed me. Hey, she looks way hotter than you. She's got long tan legs and her eyes are baby blue. And if you asked if you can go right now, well, I'd say no. No, 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 yeah, I'd say hell no. Thanks to your bad attitude, I found someone new. She looks way hotter than you. She's got long tan legs and her eyes are baby blue. And if you asked if you could go right now, well, I'd say no. No, 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 yeah, I'd say hell no.
Okay. So thank y'all for coming in today.
Thank you.
And coming in and playing with
Thank all
us.
of you guys.
But thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Underground Examination. And I'm Bailey. It's been the Jamie Pridgen Band, and we'll see y'all next time.